Flanagan's cell. I'll search it for evidence as to how he snuck into death row. Electronic engineering, rat biology, and psychotherapy. Looks like these came from the prison library. Otis doesn't sound like the social type, but he carved out time for group therapy with Dr. Quinzel. Distinctive shoe prints, almost like claws. Otis must have cut up his shoes to make these marks. Huh. To Otis, thanks for the book. I'll give it back to you at next week's session. Joe. Must be Joe from the commissary. What do you mean by session? Cops, courts, clink. Same message I saw in Shrike's apartment. Otis isn't just friendly with rats. He's a follower of the Rat King. Or the Rat King himself. Now, that's all the evidence. Without my analysis tech, I can't perform a more detailed search. I'll trust my instincts. Since Otis ain't here, I gotta go somewhere he hung out a lot. But where? Otis's calendar mentions group therapy with Dr. Quinzel. It looks like it's happening right now. Otis's calendar mentions group therapy with Dr. Quinzel. It looks like it's happening right now. Otis definitely knows Joe, but there's no evidence he spent much time at the commissary. A quiet place like the library would be perfect for group therapy. It'd explain all of Otis's books, too. I'll head to the library and see what group therapy's all about. Might learn something about Otis and his access to death row.
If you're gonna stretch your legs, better get moving.
Dr. Crane, these aren't your patients. They are our patients, and I won't have you bullying them.
These men are hardened criminals, Dr. Quinzel. You can't heal their fractured minds with cuddly vibes and finger painting.
It's called art therapy, you ghoul. Oh, hi.
I'm afraid we have a straggler.
I'll check him in.
I'll see you back in group. Pray you aren't late again.
Shut your stupid...
Hello. I'm Dr. Quinzel. And you are?
Malone.
Welcome, Mr. Malone. First time in group?
First of many, I hope. Joe from the commissary suggested I join. Says it's worked wonders for him.
Therapy can be very healing, and Joe, his progress has been tremendous. Whew, and you're in luck. Mr. Yamashiro's absent today. His chair's all yours. Hold on, I'll buzz you in. Please, follow me. You'll have to excuse Dr. Crane. He was brought in to replace the outgoing supervisor, Professor Strange, and, well, he has a very narrow view of therapy. But, while Crane and I don't always see eye to eye, we do share a common field of study.
Yeah, what's that?
The shadow. Come on, new friend. Let's join the others. Everyone, I'd like to introduce you to our new friend. This is Mr. Malone. Mr. Malone, please, take a seat. What we do here is rehabilitation through better understanding of the shadow. Our shadow is a blind spot in our psyche.
Not exactly. Our shadow consists of our unconscious fears, shame, and desires that we project onto others.
I was getting to that part. The shadow is often rooted in our early development. Mr. Malone, tell us about your childhood.
My childhood. All right. My parents were both murdered in front of me when I was a kid. I saw it. I couldn't stop it. I froze. And they never caught the guy who did it.
Oh, my dear. I'm so sorry. I feel sick in my soul for you.
That's it? The subject has no use for your feelings, Doctor. He needs a clinical diagnosis, not a bleeding heart.
Aren't you supposed to be quietly observing? Keep your comments to yourself, Crane.
I am here to supervise this clown
My
car.
parents would fight all the time. They'd rage at each other and at me. I called it prize fighting because I always got the belt. 7 years old. Couldn't defend myself. I did some awful things over the years to get back at them. Your shadow never leaves you. You wrestle with it all the time. But you can learn to coexist.
Thank you, Joe. That was beautiful. Arnold, let's talk about the dummy. Wasn't that Mr. Donegan's?
This is Woody, and we're best friends. Friends? We just met 4 eyes, and you're far too clingy for me.
Woody? Woody, let Arnold speak first.
You're addressing the doll now? I'm putting an end to this.
Keep your mitts up!
Hand over the doll, you feeble-minded worm.
Where are you taking him?
To a more structured clinical environment.
Is that where you took Mr. Yamashiro? Is that where you took the other inmates?
Nice kumbaya, Doc.
Today's session was a total failure.
I got a long list of regrets, Doc. But coming here ain't one of them.
Thanks, Joe. You know, Mr. Malone here joined today because of you. I think there's a lot you could teach him. I'll leave you two alone.
Kid, grab that book for me, will you? And then we'll take a walk.
You brushing up on how to escape?
Nah, I just like to reread it every few years. Thanks, kid. I don't move so quick anymore.
You all right?
Bum leg. Comes and goes.
How'd it happen?
Running away from something. Stress causes it to flare up.
What's got you so stressed, Joe?
Right now, all your questions. I know what you're thinking. Dead end, right? Not exactly.
This place is full of secrets.
Watch your step through here. This is a shortcut I use for moving around items of a legally questionable nature.
So this is all contraband?
Nah, most of it is above board.
Why, you don't throw anything away?
I threw my life away, kid. But yeah, nowadays, I'm a bit of a pack rat. So, what's on your mind?
I need to get to death row.
I see. You should get yourself fitted for a pine overcoat first.
I'm not looking to die there, just visit.
I don't think you understand the function of death row. In any case, you'll need an access code just to get through the front door.
Great. An access code. You got one?
Nah. This ain't small potatoes. If you want an access code, you'll have to do something for me.
Name it.
Head through this door. We'll talk around front. I run a side hustle, as you're well aware. It just so happens I have a package for someone. Needs to be delivered.
Sounds easy enough.
Look, I'll help you. But I gotta know. What the hell are you hoping to find in Death Row?
The chapel. I'm looking to repent. I hear they got a good confession booth there.
You really want to confess your sins, kid? Stick with therapy. Well... assuming you're serious about this, you'll find an inmate named Bird. He'll be in the yard. Give Bird this package in exchange for a bundle of cash. But don't be a hero. And don't resort to violence. Trust me, that's an alley you don't want to go down.
I'll do my best, Joe.
Once you get the cash, meet me back here. You hold up your end, and I'll get you that death row access code.
Well, that's progress. Deliver this package for Joe. I'll have my way into death row. With a little luck, Otis Flanagan left something there.
Speaking of Batman, multiple unconfirmed reports have him being spotted at Blackgate Prison last night. Could he have unfinished business with Falcone or the Rats? I asked Commissioner Gordon.
time to find Bird. I'll check the gym.
Got something for Bird? He's inside.
Who the hell are you?
Malone, I got a package for you from Joe.
Give it here. That feels light. You playing games with me?
No, no games. I'll just take your money and be on my way.
I expected more. If Joe can't deliver, then I keep my money.
Don't sound fair, Birdie.
Life isn't fair. You know, I was born in Peñaduro prison. And you're gonna die in Blackgate. Break him. Gonna make you my daily workout! All aboard the pain train! Let's play!
Where's the money?
To hell with you.
Now.
It's behind a loose brick in the wall.
Nice, Birdie.
Tiger.
Job's done. I'll bring this back to Joe.
What happened to Bird? What the hell did you do?
I got your money.
At your blood, someone else's.
It was a group effort.
I told you not to get rough with them.
Yeah, well, I had no choice.
We always have a choice, kid. Here. Your cut of the profits from the delivery.
And the access code?
0529. It changes in the morning, so do what you have to do before then.
Thanks.
Don't thank me. You did good work. Apart from the violence.
Still not sure Otis Flanagan's the Rat King, but I believe he attacked Falcone in the chapel. After lights out, I'll hit death row before Tiger cleans the crime scene.
and lock all cell doors on block B.
Batcave awaits, then the crime scene in death row.
You can't just take Woody from me and get away with it, Wesker. This cell ain't big enough for the two of us.
3 of us.
Right, the 3 of us. Hey, wait a minute.
Shut up, Donegan. I'm tired of you putting words in my mouth. Army boy here may not look like much, but he's pliable, dependable, and he can give me what I want.
What do you want?
Freedom! And I want a partner in crime who's willing to fight for it.
All right, here we go.
Bat suit ready. Please equip cowl. Welcome, Batman.
It's shorted out.
Good evening, sir. I trust you had a productive day.
I have the code for the manual keypad protecting death row. 0529.
Shall I share this code with Miss Oracle, sir? Cracking is one of her...
I know what she's capable of. I have what I need to access the death row chapel where Falcone was attacked.
Ah, yes, Blackgate Chapel. A good place to find religion, or in this case, a cult.
I might not find the Rat King there, but I'll find something.
Happy hunting, sir. I hope you're resting between your daily prison brawls and your nighttime daring do.
I can handle it, Alfred. And there was only one fight today.
Glad to hear Mr. Malone is making friends. Or at least fewer enemies.
Otis attended group therapy in recent weeks, but he's moved from his cell into the walls, just like Falcone said.
Perhaps the best way to find Otis Flanagan is to walk a mile in his shoes.
Following his footprints will be enough. The crime scene in Death Row's chapel is our best lead.
Inmates and our esteemed guests. Whatever faith you had in the old order died last night. Falcone's ball proves one thing. Black needs you, Tiger. Blackgate needs me. State of prison is strong. We are vigilant. Security is increased.
death row. The access code is 0529. Falcone was attacked in the death row chapel. The chapel is in death row. I need to investigate.
Better hurry or we'll miss the address.
He ain't taking attendance. And the security cams are down. Rats chewing on the wires.
That why we got so many guys here tonight?
Hard to say. A lot of reasons flying around. I heard it.
Cold feet, Batman.
Die! Tiger!
Can't open the door from this side. Could be limpet locks.
The cops, the courts, the clique. The rats failed to kill Commissioner Gordon, but they've crippled the GCPD. They failed to kill DA Harvey Dent, but they made a mockery of justice. Blackgate is Gotham's last line of
They're using thermal imaging headsets. Anyone wearing them will be able to spot me hiding up in the darkness.
Come out wherever you are. It's the bat! Outflank him! Rats have been cutting off power to this part of the prison. Chewing through wires, perhaps. Stay to the rat that no more rats can protect. And that no one where the hell gets out. Dismissed. Bag that boat! I'll clean your clock! You can't hide forever, you know!
Hell of a way to make a living, huh?
Keep looking! Don't let him get the upper hand! Guess we gotta check that out. Where'd he go? See you up there, fat freak! Thought you could hide up there, huh? Where the hell? You can't hide forever, you know! Stay sharp. Be ready for anything.
My favorite glutton for punishment.
Where the hell?
Come on, you must have heard that.
Anyone have a vision?
Another anti-aircraft gun installed on the helipad roof.
I have the element of surprise. Hold the Batwing until I disable it. Too far to reach. The Batarang can hit it. The anti-aircraft gun's out of reach.
Blackgate tore down an edifice to its
I'll look for a weak wall. Alfred, send the Batwing.
shock gloves en route to the helipad, sir. Mind the jolt.
Thanks, Alfred. Lucius miniaturized the electrocutioner's design to integrate with my gauntlets.
Now you're putting it to use in the name of justice.
Every punch charges up the shock gloves. An attack combo will activate them. Tiger isn't ready for this. An attack combo will activate them. Tiger isn't ready for this.
Break his face! You messed with the wrong guard, Brad. Breaking you! What the?
This nigga is trash!
Okay.
The cape and cowl are mine now. Break his face! You messed with the wrong guard, Brad.
The shock gloves are portable, sir. Why not just bring them with you?
They're experimental, not worth the risk during an investigation. There's the landing.
Let's get this over with! I'm gonna mess you up!
Oh!
You guys who just punched in, the bat came through here. We got bodies in the infirmary too. When you see him, don't hold back, because he won't.
Batman just took out an aircraft until the tower full of guards. Fun. With the bitching about he hit me from behind this. Electric punch back. You're up. Got something for you, Bravo. Keep it up.
Once I power the door, my decoder can break its encryption.
The door is online. Your decoder can interface with it now.
Security barricades. Locked down due to Rat's sabotage.
Logs show prisoner transfers from death row to general population.
Which means any prisoners I find here are Rats.
My cousin Petey said he used to be an angel, but all the death in death row turned it into... Yeah, well, your cousin...
Mechanical rats. I can destroy them with a batarang.
Strange vermin, sir.
The rats must have let them loose after I took out the guards. Knives.
Finished.
We.
Oh!
All right, everyone, listen up. Tiger's out in force. No one goes out without someone watching his back.
We should make our way back to our cells. Getting killed in Blackgate won't help.
Thankfully, no hostages this time.
Master Bruce, do you understand why they rebelled?
They're convicts, not men of conviction.
Who felt treated unfairly by society?
They made their choices, and those choices led straight to me. How close am I to the chapel?
Quite close. Try to find a way up. The chapel should be up ahead.
Chapel. Time for answers.
It started out as riot control gas, but I adjusted the recipe. A large dose will turn those brains to succotash.
The Joker hides his plans in a smokescreen of chaos.
Though this be madness, yet there is method in it.
Weak. Weak.
If the prosecution can try Julian Day as a sane man,
he'll get the death penalty.
And this city will thank you for helping to remove a cold-blooded killer from the streets.
Rather surprising. Dr. Quinzel seems exceedingly sympathetic to inmates.
And easily manipulated by them. One of the reasons Warden Joseph took the fall.
And the calendar man?
Transferred for Dr. Quinzel's evaluation, but I doubt they can hold him for long.
ghastly thing. At least the chapel knows its audience.
How old is this?
No one really knows. It's one of the prison's few surviving original structures.
Falcone claims his assailant was the prisoner Otis Flanagan. There's still evidence in the chapel from the attack on Falcone. I'll set up a crime scene and figure out what happened. Flanagan threw Falcone through this pew. Remarkable for someone of Flanagan's size. Blood spatter and prints indicate Falcone laid here following the attack. Strange. I'm not seeing any forensic evidence tying Otis Flanagan to this scene. The assailant snuck up behind Falcone, struck him with a metal pipe, before covering his head with a sack. Traces of metal on the kneeler, and nail marks in the fabric. No trace of Otis's prints on the weapon, but then again, he does wear gloves. Something's not right, Alfred. Are any of the details from this attack consistent with Flanagan's crimes on the outside?
No, sir. But prison can change a man, as I'm sure you're well aware.
I'll keep looking. The altar was configured to look like a shrine to the Rat King. Falcone struck his assailant with a manifesto as he laid on the altar. It gave Falcone time to escape, but only for a moment. If Falcone struggled as much as evidence suggests, these items would have been knocked aside. That means they were placed on the altar after the assault. Someone with access to the chapel staged this scene to implicate Flanagan. Before throwing Falcone into the pew, the attacker hit the candelabra. 3 sets of footprints were left in this pool of wax. First set, size 14, no discernible tread pattern. Whoever made these wore disposable shoe covers. The second is a partial from an Italian loafer, Falcone's. The third set was made after the wax dried, a match for the distinctive claw-like shoe prints I found in Otis Flanagan's cell. Otis was here, but didn't arrive at the chapel until after the assault. Fabric analysis shows a small amount of Kevlar and nylon. The assailant wore a bulletproof vest and caught it on the candelabra during the struggle with Falcone. I've scanned all available evidence. Only a small group of people in Blackgate are equipped with bulletproof vests. I'll narrow my search to the most likely candidates. A scan showed remnants of a bulletproof vest were torn on the candelabra during Falcone's attack. The assailant's footprints are untraceable. Whoever Tiger Security have access to bulletproof vests, not to mention the chapel itself. Someone on Tiger's payroll is responsible.
Another excellent deduction, sir. Perhaps Otis Flanagan could provide a suitable explanation for why he was framed.
I don't think I'll have to wait very long.
Well now, my son, have you come to confess your sins?
You were here the night Falcone was attacked. Why?
Searching. Seeking my missing brethren.
The prisoners.
Abducted in the night. But still they remain lost. I found only Falcone. At the mercy of the head guard.
Bolton.
That explains the broken pew. It would have taken a man of tremendous strength to cause such damage, sir.
Why did Falcone think you attacked him?
Once Bolton's vile work was finished, I pulled the bag from the Roman's head and called for help. Vengeance belongs to the Rat King. Not to me, not to Bolton. All things are in his plan, Batman.
For your sake, Otis, I hope you're telling the truth.
I suffer for honesty, not lies.
Bolton attacked Falcone, and he... He may be abducting prisoners.
Well, that complicates things.
I need more than Otis's word. I'll search Bolton's office.
Okay! Extra bonus for anyone who can even touch now, you bastard! Got that? Touch him! That's how low the bar is! Fire! And the shot!
Alfred, I'm heading to Bolton's office to get some answers.
That's in the administration wing off the yard. I've marked its location on your map. Could Bolton be the Rat King?
Otis said Bolton tried to kill Falcone. It may even be Bolton who's disappearing rats. I'll find the answer in his office.
It's over! You're not special!
Are you concerned about the fate you've left Mr. Flanagan to?
Otis was scared. He would have said anything to get out.
Indeed. Perhaps fear does not always lead to truth.
Bolton may find him. But if I help Otis, I compromise my investigation.
To the rats still behind. I will torture you, brothers. Make it easy on them. Give up.
Bolton only wants the upper hand so he can bring it down on the weak.
I'll break your deep fist, freak! not letting you off on an insanity plea. Justice is seeing you in prison.